anywhere else by a factor of at least 5. So that means that when that top bone in your neck starts to shift a little from where it should be, your brain starts getting a lot of information telling it that it's not where it's supposed to be and to make sure it doesn't get any worse. Now when that happens, we run into a little bit of a problem. See, you don't have any muscles in your spine that are able to move just one bone. I can hold my shoulders still and I can turn my head fine, but I can't hold any one bone in my neck still or anywhere else in my spine and just move the one beside it. And so when that atlas slips from its position, you've got no muscles in your spine that are able to pull it back into place. And you also don't have any of the reinforcements up at that area that can help it get there by itself like you have anywhere else. And so what happens when it does slip from its position that it should be in is your brain gets all that input from those proprioceptive fibers telling it that that's bad and it doesn't want it there and it doesn't want it to get any worse in particular. But you're not able to fix it. And so you just lock everything down and tighten up through all the neck to keep that bone from moving any further from where it should be. Now that tension creates a lot of stress on the head and neck and down into your shoulders. It creates a lot of strain in that area. And what ends up happening when people do that is they start to tighten up their neck to hold their head, keep their atlas straight, or it could keep their atlas from getting any worse. And that starts to straighten out the neck so that you can't keep a normal curve in your spine with your head back and your neck curving forward like you're supposed to have. What ends up happening is your neck stacks up and straightens out. You end up staring at the floor. Nobody wants to stare at the floor forever. And from here, what people end up doing is they shift how they sit and stand so they can get their eyes back to the horizon. Now on top of this position, patients also find that they tilt their head slightly or have it turned compared to the atlas. And so from here, people want to get their eyes back to level, get their head back to balanced, and then minimize the rest of the stress on the spine. And you'll notice my whole posture ends up falling apart because that bone has moved a degree or two from where it should be.